Hello everybody, Charles Vest here, sunny San Diego, and we're going to do a little training on how to go over the cost of the unit and how to help with the close of the sale. So the customer finally asked the question, so how much is it? And remember, if the customer asks the question in the middle of your presentation, just to get to the point, you might want to try this simple little answer. When they go, well, okay, all right, that dust looks great, but before we even get going, how much is it? Because the husband wants to take control of the situation. So what I usually say at that point is I usually say, well, would it help if I told you that it is more than $5 and less than $3,000? And for some reason that works. For some reason they see that as $29.99.97, and so say that in the middle of your presentation, and that'll help ease the pressure of them wanting to know how much it is. So let's go ahead and get to the close. So they've now said, okay, how much is it? And now what you've said is, I need to put my salesman hat on, take my demo hat off, put my salesman hat on. Would that be okay? And they go, yeah, please be a salesperson. So I say, well, the first thing I want to let you know is that there's some competition. There's a unit called Kirby, for instance, and Kirby is a big, kind of bulky unit. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before, but it has one flaw in our opinion, and that is that it has a bag. And you already know the problems of a bag. And so every day, all those germs and bacteria and viruses and dust mites and mold and all that stuff is sitting in that bag waiting for you to turn that Kirby on so they can head for the exits. And the exits end up being our entrance because we're the one that has to breathe that stuff. So we want to stay away from that technology. But the Kirby is very popular, and it's also got a really great warranty on it, and it is around $3,100. So there's also another unit out there. It's kind of called, we call it perceived competition, and that is a unit called Rainbow. And Rainbow is a very similar unit to ours, but there's a couple really big differences. Number one, it's a lot more expensive. Number two, it has filters. They've decided to put HEPA filters in there, and when the HEPA filters get clogged, the unit actually shuts right off. And so we've shown you clearly that there's no need for a HEPA filter or any other filter whatsoever. The water does everything just fine. So it's up to you, but we feel that we have a better technology. We have we don't have any filters that get clogged, so you don't have any filters that need to be replaced. Just give you a quick education. By the way, the Rainbow unit is anywhere between $2,600 and $2,800 for a comparable unit to what we have. So now let's talk about the robot. Well, the robot is right now in the United States, we're trying to launch our market here. So the robot is $2,200. And you're like, what is this thing you got here, Charles? I like to have fun, and this is something that you should buy, not for your demonstration, but this is something you need to buy at Home Depot. It's a pipe cleaner. You buy this so that you can clean your unit when you're done and easily clean the hose and clean all kinds of stuff around the unit. Pipe cleaner, but for us right now, pointer. So here we go. Our unit normally is $2,200, and $2,200 it gets you the unit, it gets you the power nozzle, it gets you the added accessories that I also brought here for you. It even gets you a mini power nozzle so that you can do your stairs and your cars and your upholstery. All that comes included with the robot for $2,200. How's that sound? Now you're going to notice that I'm going to say things like, how does that sound? And then I'm going to pause. And the reason why I'm pausing is because they may go, oh, that sounds great. If $2,200 is no problem because they see that their kid's not going to suffer from allergies anymore or asthma, well, let them buy it. So they may go, oh, I thought it was going to be $29 because you said it was less than $3,000. $22, wow, that's a great price. Let's get one. But they're not going to say that if you go $22 and then if you give me a trade-in it's $21 above. Just say $2,200. How's that sound? And wait. And then they go, oh, sounds interesting. It's a little bit expensive, a little more than we thought. Whatever they say, just go ahead and let them respond. They say, well, what's great about this is that we have a program, and the program is a trade-in program. And what we are doing is we're kind of collecting all the bad examples of units, and your Dyson is a great example of a unit that we want to show others why it has 3 filters in it. And so we're actually authorized to give you a trade-in for your Dyson if you're interested. Would you like to know how much? They go, yes, we'd like to know how much. Great. Well, we can offer you, for your Dyson, we can offer you $300 trade-in for your Dyson. $300. I know you can't get that anywhere. If you tried to sell it, you couldn't get a quarter of that. But we're going to offer you $300 trade-in for your Dyson, which means that our unit is now $1,900, or $1,895 is really the price. So, how does that sound? They go, wow, that sounds great. Do you take checks? Yes, we do. Okay, so remember, give them a price, $2,200, $2,300, whatever you want to say. You can go all the way up to $2,400, and then let them know there's a trade-in program. Maybe it's $100, maybe it's $200. Take a look at their vacuum, see where you need to be. So I'm giving you some leeway there. Okay, so now it's time for the actual cash, check, credit card payments conversation. Here's how it goes. We use our pointer. They didn't buy it on the 20, on the 22. They didn't buy it on the 18. So now we're going to go down the list. So what you do is you have this sheet in front of you. I suggest you make a big one so you can train your people, but you have this sheet in front of you and it says number 1, cash or check. And so we're letting them know that we'll take cash or check. Which one works best for you? Oh, by the way, with cash and check, we're going to give you an additional 10% off if you pay cash or check for it. So instead of it being $1,800, it's now what is it? $16.99. So that's great price for it. Instead of $18.99, it's now $16.99 for it. So there you go, cash or check. And they go, well, no, really, if we have that much money in our checking account, okay, no problem. I've given them a chance of cash and check. I go, well, we also take credit cards, and what's cool about the credit cards is that we take MasterCard, wait, Visa, wait, what's the other one? See how I asked that question? What's the other one? They go, American Express. Yeah, American Express. Would that work for you? Discover? Or you could put a little bit on one, and a little bit on another, and a little bit on another. Now here's what usually happens at this point. I can say we take credit cards. Does that work for you? But a customer needs to say no over and over before they say yes. You know, it says it takes 7 no's to get to a yes. So I said cash or check. Cash, no. Check, no. MasterCard, no. Visa, no. Discover, no. American Express? Oh, you take American Express? It's amazing how it works. So you got to give them a chance to answer all of those options. So we went MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, and then I let them know. And you can use any combination. As a matter of fact, if you want to put half cash, half on your credit card, I'll still give you the 10% discount. So will that work for you? I think I might be at like 8 no's right now. They go, well, doesn't sound too bad. Then they say, do you have credit available? As a matter of fact, we do. We have 4 different types of credit available for you. It's a great finance company, and they pretty much focus on their financing in the vacuum industry. So don't worry if there's any challenges or dings or whatever. We have a great financing company. So here we go. We have 1 year same as cash. We have 6 months same as cash. Which one works best for you? Well, how much do we have to put down? Oh, great question. You choose how much money you put down, and then you can pick your options. You can even do 0 down if you want. We can just write it up and we can give you a 0 down. Or maybe you can go 90 days, save as cash. I mean, we probably have 20 different options for you on a credit. You can put a little bit down and pay monthly payments for 3 years, or pay monthly payments for 2 years, or pay monthly payments for 1 year. See, I'm giving them over and over, option after option, because what usually happens, they go, you know what? Husband goes, you know what? Let's just use our American Express. You know, because they get points and stuff on it. He doesn't want to go through the whole payments thing, but he has to process this sales thing. So start out with the cash, check, MasterCard, Visa. What's the other one? Yeah, American Express, Discover. Go all the way down the deal. Don't forget to use your trade-in. And this is Charles saying, happy selling.